Every chair still holds your outline. Every wall repeats your name. Like the air has learned your presence and refuses now to change. There's a warmth inside the silence, like it hasn't noticed yet that the night you walked away is a night it won't forget. This room remembers you in everything I do, in the way the shadows move, in the quiet after you. Nothing really leaves, it just shifts inside the view. This room remembers you. Saxophone plays like a memory that won't settle into rest. Every note just leans a little toward the place you left your breath. I don't turn the lights on fully, I just let the dimness stay. Like it helps me keep the feeling from completely drifting away. Even time feels rearranged here, like it bends around your trace. Every second slightly altered by the echo of your space. I could leave, but something holds me like a thread I never cut. So I stay inside the quiet, where the past is never shut. If I changed every detail, would it finally let you go? Or just build another version of a ghost I already know? This room still knows more than I let show. There's a silence after music that feels louder than the sound, like the echo keeps on moving even when it's not around. Every note leaves something behind it in the space it used to fill, like a shadow made of memory that refuses to be still. After the last note falls, something still remains, not in sound or form, but in quiet trace traces. We don't hear it now, but we feel it all in the space that stays after the last note falls. Psyche is dissolving into air, but the shape of what it carried still is lingering somewhere. I don't try to hold the ending, I just let it softly be. There's a peace inside the fading that feels almost like release. Even you feel like a melody that I can't replay again, but I hear you in the silence like a soft unspoken friend. If I chase it, it will vanish. If I stay, it might remain. So I sit inside the quiet, let it wash me like the rain. If I fill this space with noise, would it take away the ache, or just bury something fragile that was never meant to break? After everything is gone, something still goes on. In the hush, in the fall, after the last note falls. Smoke is drifting through my memory, blurring everything we knew. Every shadow feels familiar, every shape reminds of you. Standing in between the moments where the past and present bend, I can almost hear you breathing, though I know it's just pretend. Every whisper turns to echo, every echo fades to blue. Like smoke in blue, I reach for you, but you fade away in shades of gray. I hold the truth that slips right through every time I try. it's tracing every scar, every note of fragile distance, every tone of falling star. In the rhythm of the silence, I can hear what we became, just a story slowly drifting, without ending, without name. If I could just rewrite the feeling, would it still slip through my hands? Or would time just keep on stealing every chance to understand? Like smoke, like you, gone too soon from view. You walk in like a half-told story, coat still holding traces of rain. There's a silence wrapped around you, like you're hiding from your own name. I don't ask where you've been running, I don't ask what made you stay, but your eyes keep shifting sideways, like they're giving you away. There's a rhythm in your breathing that don't quite align with mine. Velvet questions in your tone, things you never say out loud. Every answer half unknown, floating somewhere in a cloud. If I reach you, will you stay or dissolve into the air, like a note that bends too far till there's nothing left to hear? Baseline hums beneath the surface, like a secret we both keep. Every pause becomes a doorway, every glance a step too deep. In my glass now moves a second out of time, like you're slipping through a memory that was never fully mine. Maybe truth is overrated, maybe lies are soft to land, just orbit conversation, never daring where we land. Velvet questions, soft and slow, still the only thing we There's a moment after midnight where the clock forgets to move, where the world feels slightly altered, like it's slipping out of view. Every sound becomes a shadow, every light a softer hue, and the night begins to stretch like it doesn't want to lose you. We just stay in the glow of a truth we don't show. No tomorrow, no past, just a feeling that lasts. In the dark we suspend when the night forgets to end. Saxo floats through the stillness like it's searching for a place. Every note just keeps on drifting without needing time or space. You and I just sit inside it, let it carry what we feel. There's no pressure to define it, there's no need to make it real. Even breathing feels much slower, like it's learning how to wait for a moment that won't break us, or a feeling we can't stay. If the morning never finds us, would we finally understand? Or just stay inside the quiet with your shadow in my hand? this all away, or just show us what we're hiding in the softness of the gray. Stay with me, don't pretend, let the night never end. There's a place inside the music where the tension likes to stay, not collapsing into silence, not completely drifting away. It's the moment before meaning, it's the space before the fall, where the heart begins to question if it wants to feel it all. And we linger in that feeling, like it's safer undefined, like a truth without a language we're not ready to define, where the notes don't resolve, where the truth can't evolve. We just hover in time, on the edge of a line. No release, no control, just a half-finished soul in the sound we revolve, where the notes don't resolve. Every chord leans into maybe, every rhythm hesitates, like it knows that a resolution might arrive a second late. You and I exist inside it, neither wrong and neither right, just suspended in a moment that refuses black or white. Saxophone drifts through the tension, like it's searching for an end, but it circles back to silence time and time and time again. There's a beauty in the fracture, in the way it never heals, like a wound that stays half open, just to prove that it still feels. If we forced a final ending, would it silence what we are, or erase the fragile beauty of not knowing where we are? Would the stillness turn to absence, or just echo something true? Would we lose the quiet magic that was living in the blue? Stay unresolved, stay unknown. That might be where we belong, in the pause, in the flow, where we never have to know. through a different way. The bass line transmutes late into gold, a story told, a hand to hold. The grief I carried was a heavy ore, but I'm not who I was before. The sax breathes fire into the common stone, a seed that's grown, a seed that's grown. To think that after was just less, a hollowed out, diminished stress. But now I see the chemistry at work, a hidden perk, a hidden perk. Alchemy of after, turn the pain into a medicine for rain, make the broken into art, a healing heart, a healing heart. Already lane, turn my pain into a medicine for rain, make the broken into art, a healing heart, a healing heart. The Rhodes is mixing elements of air, a spell of care, a spell of care. The brushes stir the cauldron of my days, a gentle blaze, a gentle lace. What if the fire that burned me down is the fire that melts me into crown? What if the after is the place where I find my truest face? I am gold now, not the same. Alchemy has changed my name. After is not less, it's more. A door I never saw before. The bass lays down the pillars, strong but incomplete. A threshold we don't need, a bittersweet. Step we didn't take, a silence we would rather not break. The sax is hanging in the balance of a breath, a life between life and death, a lovely death. A doorway with no handle, a window with no view, a version of us no one ever knew. Drawn in pencil, erased before the dawn. A structure we built on and then withdrawn. Almost is a structure made of air, a cathedral love that could have been so rare. It doesn't need a roof, it doesn't need a floor. It's the space we leave the door forevermore. Rhodes is building rooms we never enter, a dream we jointly center, a gentle mentor. The brushes barely touch the skin of sound on this holy ground, unbound. We are masters of the near miss, practitioners of the tender abyss. In the almost, we are safe from the wreckage of the wave. The architecture of almost stands. Unfinished hands, in the quiet. There is the patience of unspoken things between us, a quiet that has learned to trust. The bass line waits like breath before a word, a soundless chord, a muted bird. We carry sentences we'll never finish, a warmth that doesn't need to diminish. The sax hums underneath the conversation, a slow foundation, a hesitation. Some truths are truer when they're left to rest, a guest that never needs to be a guest. I've learned to love the words that never land, a gentle hand, an open hand. Unspoken things have patience, like the trees. They sway in silence, hold the breeze. They do not beg to be released. They simply are, and that is peace. The Rhodes is hovering on the edge of speech, a lesson that the silence teaches. The brushes count the seconds without rush, a hush, a hush, a hush. What if everything that matters grows in the space where words don't scatter? What if the most sacred sound is the one that never leaves the ground? Let them wait, these things unsaid. A garden growing in my head. Their patience is a gift I keep, and in their silence I can sleep. Just Bass walks slow, a guardian of the dark, a single fleeting spark, a quiet mark. The city hums a distant, hollow song, but we have built a place where we belong. The sax unfolds like velvet after rain, a shelter from the strain. Again, again. No footsteps echo here, no passing eyes intrude, just the sacred quiet of our solitude. The air is thick with something time cannot reclaim, a softly spoken name without the shame. In the shadows that the light leaves behind, we untangle all the knots inside the mind. No witness but the moon, no audience to please, just a slow and gentle ease. The Rhodes is glowing amber, soft and low, a private kind of glow that only we know. The brushes whisper secrets to the snare, a language made of air, tender and rare. Here the world cannot intrude in this blessed interlude, where the lamplight learns to forget. We have found our silhouette, where the lamplight forgets. We remain unframed. I sit in the vulnerability of stillness now. No movement to hide behind, no way out. The bass line holds one note and lets it ring, a naked thing, a fragile wing. My hands are still, my breath is slow. There's nowhere left for me to go. The sax breathes out a truth I can't unsay, a price I pay to stay, to stay. shape that ran from shape, but stillness asked me to be where I am. A door unjammed, a lamp. Stillness is a vulnerability I wear, a letting go of all the care of looking strong, of moving fast, a moment built to last. At last, the road is holding chords that barely move, a music that has nothing to prove. The brushes rest against the drum unused, a silence used a truce. What if the most frightening thing is not the storm but the quiet it brings? What if the courage is to be simply here, simply me? I am still and still I breathe, a vulnerability I weave into the fabric of my days, a stillness that no longer frays. I perform a ritual small, forgetting each night, letting go of details that don't need to stay bright. The bass line carries fragments to the sea, a slow debris, a letting be. The color of your shirt that Tuesday gone, the exact words of a song I leaned upon. The sax exhales a cloud of what's not needed, a field unseated, a task completed. I used to hoard each moment, hold it tight, afraid that losing one would lose the light. But now I know that memory breathes better when I let the smaller letters fade and wither. Small forgetting is a ritual of grace, a way to make more spacious space for what is heavy, what is true, a clearing in the mind for you. The Rhodes is losing edges, soft and blurred, a merciful, forgiving word. The brushes sweep the dust of yesterday, a quiet way, a gentle sway. Not everything deserves to stay. Some things are meant to drift away. The art is knowing what to keep and what to let fall into sleep. I let the small things go tonight, a ritual of releasing light. What matters stays, the rest will fade. A clearing I have made and made and made. I found the intimacy of distance between us, a closeness that requires no fuss. The baseline stretches like a wire of sound, a bridge unbound to holy ground. We do not touch, but I can feel you there. Oh, within the cool air. The sax calls softly from a different room, a gentle bloom, a soft perfume. I used to think that near was the only way to hold the day, to keep the gray away. But now I know that space can hold as much, a tender clutch, a velvet touch. Distance has its own intimacy, a quiet form of being with me, not close enough to break the spell, but near enough to know me well. The Rhodes is playing notes that travel far, a wandering star, a guitar. The brushes keep a rhythm that connects, a thread of respects, a bridge of effects. What if the space between our skin is where the truest love begins? What if the miles are not a lack, but a way to give the heart its back? I feel you in the distance clear, a love that does not need to be near, intimate across the miles. discipline of not knowing now, a skill I never thought I'd learn to allow. The bass line asks a question with no answer, a gentle dancer, a slow transfer. My hands are open, not clutching at the why, letting go of needing to define the sky. The sax hums in the key of maybe, a soft baby, a hazy sea. Discipline of trust, a letting go of what I thought I must control, predict, define, contain, a patient rain, a loosened chain. They do not force the beat, a gentle feet, a quiet seed. What if the answers are not the point? What if the question's annoying? Then I know a space to breathe, a faith beneath the reef. gentle sway beneath the quiet sky. I breathe slow, letting each step melt into the velvet pulse of the street. The roads flickers like candlelight, warm, patient, glowing against my ribs. And I let my voice follow like a secret meant only for the dark. Warm, fragile, unguarded, carried by this softest night. I drift where the rhythm leads. The sex floats above my falls, drawing warmth in slow curved lines. And the music holds me close, the way I've always wished someone would. Without a destination, only the bass guiding my breath. Each note feels like a hand, gently steady in my heart. The city hums its lullaby, and I follow. The night is enough, and so am I. Follow me along the quiet road, their softness matching the tone of my breath. The city hums low, wrapped in velvet calm, as if everything is slow to the rhythm of my steps. The bass murmurs beneath me like a friend, guiding me forward through the empty space. And I wonder if you ever walk like this, letting the night press lightly on your skin, letting the world feel small enough to finally hear your own heartbeat. Warm shadows on this quiet road remind me of the way you once held me, gentle, steady, without needing words. The sax sings soft above my thoughts, a reminder that even endings can sound beautiful. everything feels balanced, like the universe took one slow breath with me. Maybe I'll return to this road someday, just to feel the shadows again, and remember how softness feels. Tonight I'm finding soft places I didn't know I needed, spaces in myself that had been locked away, now opening gently with each warm chord. My voice flows low and tender, mingling with a calm like an old friend, and I feel the weight I've carried start to slip quietly from my shoulders, as if the music knows how to lift it. Soft places I didn't know I needed bloom inside me like quiet light. The sax glides through my chest, clearing room for breath again, and the rhythm carries me, holding me without asking anything in return. Feels like warm water wrapping me gently, urging me to float. The bass moves slow, a heartbeat I can lean against. I let myself sink in the softness without apology, without fear. Maybe this is what healing sounds like. Quiet, warm, patient. Tender, warm, not quite heavy. I breathe into it slowly, letting it soften the edges of my thoughts. The rose glows beneath my chest, a quiet companion in the dimness. And I close my eyes, feeling every heartbeat align with a gentle rhythm. The tender weight of midnight air presses on me like a soft embrace. Sax whispers around my ears, leaving trails of warmth on my skin. And my voice drifts deeper, carried by the slow breath of the night. Watching reflections ripple like memories. The bass moves steady, a calm guide beneath my pulse. I let the moment linger, it's the kind I rarely get. And in the hush of midnight, I feel lighter than I have in years. Radio playing quiet jazz through the dashboard's amber light, while the rhythm of the highway moves beneath the velvet night. And I drive through the neon glow tonight, shining softly in the light. Every mile another dream, flowing through the midnight stream. Passing bridges over rivers, hold reflections of the stars, while the saxophone keeps singing from the silence of the car. Empty avenues and signals blinking softly in the blue, like the echoes of a story that still leads me back to you. Maybe love was just a journey through the rhythm of the night, like a melody that lingers long after the fading light. a quiet storm. Every light bends low just to know. Every note feels close and real. Where we feel. Stay right here inside her tone. Let it wrap us home. If the night begins to bloom, stay tuned. Stay a little closer now. Feel it somehow. And this warmth she brings to sound we're found. Low bass leaning on her breath. Brush drums soft in death. Her smile breaks the line. Perfect time. Timeless go moves us slow. Stay right here inside her tone. Let it wrap us home. If the night begins to bloom, stay tuned. Stay a little closer now. Feel it somehow. In this warmth she brings to sound we're found. Oh, no words to add, just what we had. If the morning breaks the spell, do tell. Stay here, stay night and day. Under notes that softly burn, we learn. I hum low in silver tones, searching what the night condones. Whisper like timid rain, barely touching hidden pain. Each step blends into the air, leaving footprints everywhere. My voice settles soft and true, letting old dreams shine anew. Velvet echo pull me near. Let my voice be crystal clear. Roads embrace the atmosphere, holding every thought sincere. Darkness leans with open arms, wrapping me in subtle warmth. Moves gently through my core, opening a secret door. Sax sighs slow in soft reply, tracing tears I never cried. Everything begins to sway in this quiet velvet way. If the night decides to stay, let my echoes drift away, where the music softly plays all the truths I couldn't say. Velvet echo pull me near. Let my voice be crystal clear. Roads embrace the atmosphere, holding every thought sincere. remains with open arms, wrapping me in subtle warmth. Bass moves gently through my core, opening a secret door. Sax sighs, slow and soft reply, tracing tears I never cried. Everything begins to sway in this quiet velvet way. If the night decides to stay, let my echoes drift away, where the music softly plays all the truths I couldn't say. Velvet echo, pull me near, let my voice be crystal clear. Rhodes embrace the atmosphere, holding every thought sincere. Darkness lane, I'll always roam, where echoes make their gentle home. Velvet paths and whispered tones lead me, never alone. Shadows on the wall, every chord begins to linger, like a memory's gentle call. Sexy foal beside the window sings a slow and velvet tune, while the bass line keeps on walking, like the rhythm of the moon. Dim lights and quiet jazz tonight, dreams dissolving in the light. Every melody we hear feels like someone drawing near. Lonely glasses on the table catch reflections from the stage, while the music keeps on drifting through the soft and smoky haze. Outside rain begins to whisper through the cool and silver air, but the rhythm in the feels like something we once shared. Maybe love is just a rhythm floating softly through the song, like a gentle jazz confession that keeps drifting. of the years. Midnight hums a quiet tune, a slow-moving river beneath the neon lights. I close my eyes and lean into the rhythm, letting the soft bass carry my weight. The night is gentle, deeper than my thought, holding every echo I've tried to forget. And I breathe you in again, in the spaces where sound barely exists, where the roads murmur slow and the city seems suspended in silver. You're the fading echo of midnight, still lingering just behind my heartbeat. Every saxon note feels like a message you left unsent, but still understood. And I drift through this hour, trying not to fall back into you. trace across your skin, soft like the moment dreams begin. Your breath drifts slow into my ear, a fading world I hold so dear. The road spreads warmth like fading sun, a mellow haze where two become one. Your fingers graze my slowing pulse, a quiet world where everything dulls. Sundown whisper light, soft and true, pulling me gently back to you. Wrap me in your golden blue, where every sigh feels brand new. If night decides to linger on, we'll drift until the past is gone. In every note the heart beats through, a tender truth we always knew. The sax glides lightly through the haze, a gentle hymn of evening days. Your voice becomes a twilight sign, a message soft and intertwined. Sundown whisper light, soft and true, pulling me gently back to you. Stay with me till the dusk renews and paints our love in muted hues. On a soft neon, we don't rush. Every look says more than touch. Time slows down between our breath. Nothing here remembers death. Stay with me under soft neon, with halfway gone. No bright truths, no straight lines, just jazz and borrowed time. Baseline walks beside my doubt. Roads don't ask what I'm about. Sex cries low then disappears, like it's learned to live in tears. If love hides, it hides right here in the glow that feels sincere. Under softly, where the night feels halfway gone. No bright truths, no straight lines, just jazz and borrowed time. When the signs all fade to blue, I'll still see myself in you. Slowly through my own heart, every beat a quiet footstep on empty ground. The night wraps around me, warm and patient, letting me breathe in ways daylight never could. The road glows like distant embers, and the bass hums soft beneath my ribs. Maybe healing is just moving gently, taking one soft breath at a time, letting the silence settle where pain once lived. A slow drift through my own heart, finding pieces I'd forgotten I needed. The sax curls through my thoughts, to feel. Close my eyes and follow the rhythm, letting it guide me deeper inward here. Nothing rushes, nothing hurts without reason. Just steady softness and the promise of becoming whole. Tonight I drift gently, trusting the music to carry me home. Low light settles on your face, every move in gentle grace. Bass moves deep beneath the floor, pulling me a little more. Rose drips time into the room. Night unfolds in quiet bloom. Every breath feels warm and slow, like a flame we'll never show. Sex names into rabbit cry, says the things we want reply. Words dissolve before they start. Smoke replaces every part. Rain goes home with city soul. Still our world is closing down. Only rhythm, only time. Every breath knows how your voice fills empty space without a trace. Every pause feels full and wide inside. Stay right here, don't break the hush. No need to rush. Hold the night without a sound. We're bound. Stay a little closer, still feel the chill in this silence, warm and true, me and you. Low bass humming underneath, brush drums barely speak. Your eyes say what we don't and won't. Time stands still, bends to will. Stay right here, don't break the hush. No need to rush. Hold the night without a sound. We're bound. Stay a little closer, still feel the chill in this silence, warm and true, me and you. No echo left, nothing said. If the quiet calls our name, stay the same. Stay here, the room start to bloom under nothing spoken loud. We're proud. Silence sings. Every two-way. Bass plays low, no direction. Sound replaces our reflection. Rhodes bends time with every tone. Nothing here feels overgrown. Sax speaks soft, no need to prove. Everything stays in the groove. Words feel heavy, notes feel right, so we let them guide the night. Notes that don't ask questions, only quiet suggestions. Let them fall and stay. Notes that don't ask questions. Your breath moves inside the beat, like the rhythm's incomplete. Still it feels enough somehow. Nothing matters now. Every sound begins to slow, letting all the tension go. No conclusions, no regret, only moments we don't say. If this fades, let it fade clean. In between. Your breath moves slower than time. Every word falls out of line. Base beneath your quiet skin pulls me deeper in. Road leans into every tone, like it hates to be alone. Sax speaks soft and breaks in there, says more than words could dare. Whispers in slow motion, floating like devotion. Every sound feels true when I'm close to you. Your fingers trace the beat like the rhythm's incomplete. Nothing loud, nothing fast, just moments meant to last. Don't wake the night too soon, let it breathe us through. Whispers, slow motion, speak, slow motion. Stay motion, stay slow, stay close, stay slow. Low ceiling, warm air stays. Slow heat fills the space. Bass moves deep, holds us still, bending time to will. Rhodes leans heavy on the night. Nothing sharp, nothing bright. Sax breeze close, almost near, says what we don't hear. Slow heat, low ceiling, everything we're feeling doesn't need a name. Slow heat, low ceiling. Your shadow rests along the wall, like it doesn't plan to fall. Every move is slightly late, but it waits. Nothing rushing, nothing loud. We dissolve into the sound. Only groove and quiet fire take us higher. If this burns, let it fade. I'm afraid. Slow heat, low ceiling. still warm. There was a moment tonight when the street lamps felt like they loved me back. Their soft glow wrapped around my loneliness, turning it into something gentle. I walk under their light, my voice humming in warm low tones, and for the first time in a while I don't feel invisible. I feel seen by the quiet itself. When the street lamps love me back, the world softened just enough to breathe. The sax move like warm silk, touching every fragile part of me. And I let the night hold me just as tenderly as I needed. The rhythm sways with my steps, matching the calm I thought I'd lost. The bass slides gently beneath my thoughts, a soft reassurance in the darkness. I whisper to the city, and it answers with light. Tonight, even the shadows feel a little kinder. playing something fragile somewhere there. Velvet moon above the city tonight, shining softly in the light. Every dream begins to flow where the midnight breezes go. River waters hold reflections of the streetlights far away, like 1,000 broken mirrors of the love we couldn't stay. Late night windows glowing gently, like a sky of golden stars. Every life behind the glass moving slowly through the dark. Maybe somewhere past the skyline you can hear this melody floating softly through the darkness, like a ghost of you and me. Velvet moon begins to fade as the morning starts to rise, but the rhythm of the evening still remains beneath the sky. Velvet corners of the night hide the things we couldn't say. Your shadow dances on the wall like it wants to stay. Every sound feels wrapped in silk. Every truth is warm and low. Jazz is teaching broken hearts where they're safe to go. In the velvet corners of the night, we don't have to be defined, just two souls moving slow. leaving daylight far behind. No right words, no wrong moves, just the rhythm doing its part in the velvet corners of the night. I let you touch my bass hums deep. Time forgets its name. Your breath rests inside the groove. Nothing feels the same. We don't rush the fragile things that might disappear. Jazz knows how to hold the truth without feeding fear. In the velvet corners of the night, we don't have to be defined. Just two souls moving slow, leaving daylight far behind. No right words, no wrong moves, just the rhythm doing its part in the velvet corners of the night. I let you touch my if tomorrow asks too much, let tonight be enough. We were gentle with the truth. We were soft, not tough. Secrets warm and kind. Even when the lights come up, I'll keep this sound in mind. Soft fade, velvet air. Clock hands leaning on the wall, like they forgot their role. The night is breathing slower now, still holding my soul. Every sound feels half asleep, every thought drifts deep. I didn't plan on staying long, but somehow I'm still here. Still here after midnight. the truth feels soft and slow. Let the bass remind my heart of things it already knows. No rush to face the daylight, no need to disappear. I didn't plan on staying long, but I'm still here. Your shadow moves across the floor like it knows the way. Saxophone hums a gentle truth I almost pushed away. Jazz keeps calling quiet names we thought we left behind. Every note forgives the part